Well, first of all, Thomas, thanks for inviting me here today. Good to meet with you again.
Same here.
Can you tell me a bit about your business?
Yes, we are a Canon partner for many years, for more than 20 years. And we've grown from the analog copier business into a full service MPS provider, including Uniflow document management, full range of Canon devices, fully managed service contracts, different billing methods, the whole deal.
Right.
Our goal, Ian, is to be the market leader in this business in our region. The way to do this is to have excellent technology. Technology leadership for us is delivered by Canon. Canon's a great technology company. We're very happy with Canon's products, and they supply us with the best technology in the market. But we also need to have an excellent organization. We need to have operational excellence. This means that we have to have skilled people, we need to have excellent processes and good systems. We need to be an efficiently run operation. And the third thing is customer intimacy. We need to be able to really understand what our customers are. Not only what they need, but how do they operate, and what is the most economic, efficient and value-adding way in which we could supply our print services or document services to them.
And what about the market? What's the market like in Estonia?
Well, that's a very important question, because the market is quite a lot different from what it was 10 years ago. Estonia is especially a country being on the forefront of digital innovation in Europe, and how this relates to our business is the digital advances are causing the document print volume to decline. So Estonia was the first country in Europe to adopt digital signature on a state or country level. So all of the contracts between the public sector and private sector, and many contracts within the private sector, are all signed digitally, right, without paper. And we were the first country that saw the click volumes starting to decline considerably, and it's been declining all along. So our bread and butter business, our core economic engine, which is the click contract base and the profit we make from that, is declining. So that is the challenge we haven't had to face before.
How has the change in the market impacted directly on your business?
Well, of course, there are some apparent impacts. You see that your contract volumes are declining. Then you start thinking, right, what else will that cause? And you realize that you won't be requiring as many service engineers. You have to be able to very clearly understand where you are targeting. Which customers do I really want? Which customers generate click volumes that are still there, available? What is my... Suddenly we're all focused on click volume. So what's our market share of the available click volume, etc. It didn't used to be like that. We were quite happy selling device units in the past, and generating money through that also. And the click contract was a nice add-on. But now we realize that the click volume and the profits from that are the key thing and the only thing that will sustain us. The technology is far smarter than it used to be. You know, an analog copy is not comparable to the fully connected IoT device that a modern Canon image runner device is. And so we are in a situation where we can work in a very different way compared to 10 years or 15 years ago. 10 years ago, we didn't have any other data from the device than what was recorded in our service management system or ERP system. Now we have a full range of very advanced sets of data that we can read directly from the devices, and that opens up a lot of new opportunities to how we can actually orchestrate our business operations. Once you get into it, you realize that there are many challenges there. It's not only the ability to capture the data, it is an understanding of what data do I actually need to capture, how do I need to look at it, how do I need to measure it, and how do I interpret the results of the measurements, and then what are these key pieces that actually prompt relevant actions. So that has been a journey that we embarked on, I think about three years ago, in earnest, and it's been a journey of discovery. There's many things that we even didn't think were necessary or were there that we've come to realize that are of key importance.
That's interesting, Thonis. Can you tell me a bit more about the characteristics of management in this type of business moving forward?
Data per se is dumb. You need to apply some way of thinking or some way of interpretation to data. So you need to have skills to understand what data is relevant and how. For example, if I would say that a black and white click cost is important, why is that important? So if I find out that my black and white click cost for this device model is 0.4 cents, I need to be able to I need to understand what that means. Is that too much? Is that not enough? Do I need to compare it with which other models, with which industry sectors? So how do I make sense of that? And how does that relate to my ultimate goals? What do I want it to be? And for what models and why and for which industries? So if I get it to be 0.2 cents, what does that give me? Did I do well if I got it to 0.2? Or what's my goal? What's my target? Same for color click cost, average click cost, different industries. So there's this application of these data to the actual business and understanding how to interpret it. So these skills of making sense of your data are essential, and it seems that in an organization not many people possess these skills, and if the managers or owners of the business don't possess these or don't understand them, then it's very challenging for them. Actually, I would say that they are not able to turn their business around into a business that has a strong information data usage philosophy.